We also told you earlier when we started of what happened earlier today in Kumasi, where we understand there have been some gunshots. It's been confirmed that one person has died. 2 more people are in critical condition. We'll be getting updates on that as well. But it's been a very interesting day, of course, for the Commission. Let's tell you what happened in Kumasi today. Now, 4 persons have been declared wanted by the Ashanti Regional Police Command over the shooting incident at the NDC headquarters. 1 person is dead and 2 others were told are in critical condition after that shooting incident at the Ashanti Regional Headquarters of the NDC. This afternoon, according to eyewitnesses, a disagreement between some party members led to that violence. Nana Sumensa has been following on this, and he joins me on the line with some more. Nana, you've been to the hospital. Let's start from there.
Hello?
Yes, Nana, you've been to the hospital. Let's start from there.
Hello?
Nana, can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you, yeah.
Very well. You've been to the hospital. Let's start from there. What's the condition of the persons who are in critical condition now?
If I can hear you clearly, did you ask about if I've been to the hospital today?
Right. Let's take it from the hospital. Nana, go ahead.
Around in the hours around 1 p.m., we had the information that some NDC people have been shot dead, so they have been rushed to the hospital. So they need to be moved into the hospital, and then where the victims were carried to. And so upon reaching the place, we realized that 1 person has been confirmed dead, and the other person is in serious condition, who is receiving treatment from the hospital. So our belief was also picking intelligence that the person who died, although having...
Nana, if you can reposition, because I can hardly hear you. I do hear you, but I can hardly make sense of it. If you can reposition, let's start this again. Let's start from the hospital where the injured were sent this afternoon. What is their condition?
Okay, can I continue now?
Yeah. It still doesn't sound clear. I was asking earlier about what the condition is at the moment. Those who were injured earlier.
Yes, 2 persons were involved in the shooting incident. 1 person has been confirmed dead, and the other one is in critical condition, who is at the moment receiving medical treatment at the hospital this week.
Okay. Do we know the identity? I mean, have the family, the person who died, has the body been deposited at the morgue at the hospital? Do we know his identity? Who is he?
The identity of the deceased is yet to be known, and then police tells me that because it is more like a murder incident, they haven't deposited the deceased at the morgue. Investigation is still ongoing, and then the suspect or the assailant are still at large, so they have issued a press conference after the incident. The police told us that they are still hunting for the assailant to make sure that they face the full rigors of the law.
So when you went to the hospital, were you given the chance to somehow interact with those who were injured?
Many people were not injured. As I said earlier, 2 people were involved in the incident. The other one who was not dead or who is still receiving treatment is in ICU. So we can't interview him. But sympathizers and then party followers, I mean the NDC, received the premises of the Kumasi hospital, and then some of the family members of the deceased were crying and then making noise, and then you could see that the situation has really affected them, and then they have lost their dear brother, which they were not expecting this kind of news that they are hearing now this week.
Right. So do we know what's happening at the party headquarters at the moment?
At the moment, the party headquarters of the National Democratic Congress has been called, and then police they are still investigating the issue to make sure that nothing actually goes unturned. They make sure that no stone goes unturned, and then they are making sure that they pick up all information. So they have advised party members not.
Nana Asenso, they're bringing us an update on what happened this afternoon, that breaking news. Well, Love FM's Erastus Asari Donko was at the scene. He told us earlier what happened. He's also been speaking with some eyewitnesses who tell him what they saw.
Okay, initially we were here this morning. We were invited by our regional executives. Yesterday, as our constituency, you know, is the heart of NDC in Ashanti region. So we had key feet yesterday, but there is some little misreaction from the party yesterday. People were trying to create a camp out of the constituency structure. So the party has initially make a statement that nobody should try to make a group or another camp from the party structure. So as a constituency executive, we reported it. The regional executives were there. So we reported it to them, and they invited them to come here this morning. Unfortunately, we came here and we realized that the national executive also have summoned Honorable Yamin and some of his boys to come and hold some meeting with them to discuss the way forward of the meeting. Because when if you recall, these same guys that...
Which guys are you referring to?
The hawks that you said, or you called about, they are the same people who in front of all the national executive and all the our executives at our Congress, at Kumewu Regional Congress, they were same people.
But I want you to...
Erastus Asari Donko there speaking earlier to an eyewitness who was, by the way, at the NDC headquarters. But this is where we have to wrap up. Unfortunately, we were unable to bring you one of our headline stories as civil society organizations descending on government lamenting the appointment of politicians to run the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation. We'll bring you that story in a subsequent bulletin. Expect that in prime as we go along. But many thanks for your time. Why don't you log on to myjoyonline.com for more news and information. We have details of the stories we've heard here so far, and if you do scroll all the way down on that page, you get to see our YouTube link, and if you want to follow the commission sitting, everything will be up there. My name is Gifty Ando Apia.